رضا پهلوی وارث تاج ایران، انتظارمون روز شاهیته، سرفرازیمون پادشاهیته. زن زندگی آزادی، مرد میهن آبادی، جاوید شاه جاوید شاه. این ملت آزادی میخواد، به جای غم شادی میخواد، ایران آزاد شکوه دیرین میخواد. زن زندگی آزادی، مرد میهن آبادی، جاوید شاه جاوید شاه. مردم ایران بازگشت تو را از خود میخوان، ایران آزاد میشه، شاه برمیگرده، این آخرین نبرده، پهلوی برمیگرده.
زن زندگی آزادی، مرد میهن آبادی،
جاوید شاه جاوید شاه.
این آخرین نبرد، پهلوی برمیگرده.
جاوید شاه
جاوید شاه.
پهلوی برمیگرده.
جاوید شاه.
Hello. Did we win? Yes, mission accomplished. There's actually somebody at the dog park who is very well informed about generally, I think, world matters. Like he's really smart guy, and so, but he has a very different view than I do, and I asked him if he would be willing to come onto my my channel to have somebody to, somebody intelligent, knowledgeable to advocate for the other side. The fact is, I don't think there's that much daylight between how he sees it and how I see it. I think the gap, honestly, is between expectations of people who really didn't understand the situation too well and people who and just the reality of the situation, right? Lucky. Why is gas prices so high? Gas prices are so high because the Strait of Hormuz is closed. And gas prices aren't as high as, frankly, they could and would be if the situation was as bad as certain people seem to think or claim. We're still looking at gas that is somewhere in the realm of $100 per barrel. Like gas prices have been higher. Gas prices could be higher if Obama. I'm not exactly sure what you're saying, Jason. If somebody wants to jump on and like, so I don't have to sit here and pretend to monologue. The fact is that the Strait of Hormuz is closed. I mean, and Iran has a capability of doing that. If unfortunately too many Americans imagine that that is an unalterable fact, Iran has, like, Iraq is not going to put up with Iran doing that. The UAE and Saudi Arabia and Kuwait are not going to put up with that long term. And Iran doing that, before, like, Iran doing that has caused a significant rift between it and its neighbors in ways that too many people just don't want to admit. Explain IMEC. Is this a way around using the straight realistic? I'm not sure what IMEC is. Are you talking about the IMEC corridor? India, Middle East, Europe economic corridor? Yeah, I mean, so there is a YouTube, not YouTube, a Wikipedia page for it, which should tell you, and according to the Wikipedia page, it was formed in September 9th. Yes, it is a serious possibility of getting around not just the Strait of Hormuz, but also the Suez Canal. Like, this is something that should have been done years ago. So, is it realistic? Yeah, it's realistic. Is it going to happen? Yeah, it's going to happen faster now than it ever was before. Is it going to be fast enough to affect oil prices over the next, I mean, even, let's say 10 years? Right? Like, maybe 10 years is too long. Like 5 years? Shovels have not been. And we are talking about building something through, this is not going to be easy, right? Despite the fact that now, with what has happened, it is more likely to happen. But is it realistic? Yeah, like, this is something that should have happened a long time ago. Okay. Back to questions. What regulatory actions have been taken in California before the war to affect gas prices? Well, Jason isn't in California. California has much more expensive gas prices than the rest of the country. And yeah, I mean, California has been attempting to get us off fossil fuels for a long time. I'm not sure what your point is. Right. The term, I mean, when I first heard of it, and it was around, maybe it was before the 12-Day War, or it was around the 12-Day War when I first heard of it. It was like, oh, yeah, like this is huge, and if it happens, it'll be great. I still, like, there are many things that could get in the way, not least of which is terrorism. And it's the Middle East. I mean, Yoav is absolutely right about things can always go from bad to worse in the Middle East. So, like, the idea that it's definitely going to happen, like, we have to be a little bit more realistic than that. But yeah, the closing of the Strait of Hormuz is not the unmitigated win that people that some people think it was. They don't seem to really consider, like, okay, if Iran could do this before, like, what has changed to allow Iran to close the Strait of Hormuz? Nothing. Iran has not gained any capabilities. It's the fact that when backed against the wall, they went ahead and did it, which, frankly, I mean, I don't think was a surprise. It couldn't have been a surprise. People have been bringing up Donald Trump tweets from like 2005, where he was talking about the Strait of Hormuz. Like, this is not news. If it is news, like, everybody in the Pentagon down, like, all the way down, needs to be fired. I'm sorry, we're not that incompetent, and that's not a Donald Trump thing. If we are that incompetent, yeah, but Iran has proven itself to its neighbors and keeps on proving itself to its neighbors to be a real threat. By the way, Reza Pahlavi spoke at CPAC. I don't know how impactful that was. The fact is, I mean, he does, at some point, he is going to say to the people of Iran, come out into the streets, and either they will or they won't. Red Wednesday Eve, which I talked about, it could have been that day. It could have been that day. I was too optimistic. The fact is, I don't think Israel was confident that it had done enough to degrade the Basij and IRGC. I mean, they're really going after the Basij and IRGC even more now than they were before. Yeah, it's hard to know. Honestly, it's very hard to know exactly when that call is going to go out. I was hoping by Nowruz that call would go out. But apparently both the United States and Israel think that they can, and they can if they really want to. I mean, I didn't know how long they were going to and willing to degrade the Basij and IRGC. Part of what's going on is also the drought, right? We're starting April soon, and Iran's drought is going to either become more and more reality, and it is. And Iran is going to have to deal with the fact that it doesn't have enough wheat and it can't export its pistachios. And frankly, it's not like they can turn the pistachio trees into wheat. Pistachios take a lot of water, which is why California and Iran both shouldn't be growing pistachios, despite the fact both California and Iran grow lots of pistachios. But that's a whole other point. The drought is going to come, and frankly, I think it's good that Trump seems to be biding his time. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and monologue and wrestle with my puppy. Lucky, say hi. If nobody's going to join, I'm just going to sit here quietly. Yoav says it's 4:37 in the morning. Yeah, Yoav, you should be asleep. I have to cut mats out of his fur. He needs a haircut. Your fur's too long. Andrew's going to join. Yeah, Lucky needs a haircut. I should probably buy brushes so this time his haircut isn't as short as last time. Last time was a little too short. I agree. Mm. Lucky, go play with one of your toys. Go get it. Really? He's breathing so loud we can hear him? Did you bring it back? Where's your ball? Where's your ball? I can't throw it if you don't bring it. Here, play with your antler. You like your antler. There's Andrew. Hey, Ron. Andrew. He tossed it at me? Where is it? There it is. Oh. Go get it. Yes, I do have a good mic. Why is Andrew not showing up? There's Andrew. Why weren't you showing up?
Don't look at me. It's not my fault.
He is going to bring that ball back over and over again, isn't he? This is going to be a perpetual thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. He usually gets tired by now. Yes, you are watching a man throwing a toy, and my dog is fetching. Can you hear it?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah. I need to do something with my life. I know. I'll fold laundry. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Folding laundry is a good idea.
Uh-huh.
So, Andrew, what are you doing with your life?
What am I doing with my life? Well, so suppose that I should be doing homework.
Homework? Oh, yeah. For your certifications?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah, sure?
It's a class that I don't need to take, but I'd like to take. It's a introductory load calculations and solar panel class.
Solar panels?
Yeah, I know, right?
So you're trying to undo all of the strength Oh, this is gonna be loud. Well, at least he's entertaining himself. He can't keep this up forever, can he?
That's what they all think.
Can you keep this up forever? I think he wants me to throw it again. Anyway, yeah, solar panels would somewhat make the Strait of Hormuz situation not as bad, but I don't know. As long as China is producing the solar panels, it's kind of half of one. I mean, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Come on, all you musicians, capture the sound and make something of it. They did it with MRI sounds to make stories for kids. I did not know that. So what do you want to talk about, Andrew?
Nothing too much. I'm not.
I mean, gas is like $6 a gallon.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Absolutely nuts. Yeah. Supposedly, I'm getting an EV car.
I mean, I guess to some extent now, a lot of people are happier that they got an EV car. But yeah. What can I say?
Mm-hmm.
This is the most he's brought a ball back, and now he's gone wait for me to throw it. This is like the most he's fetched a ball in his life.
You see, my dog never learned the whole bring it back bit.
Your dog isn't a retriever. Like, retriever isn't his name. He's a golden retriever. Might have some genetic predisposition to bring the ball back. It might be a little bit in his genes. I think poodles are also retrievers, actually. You want me to throw it again? I didn't throw it. It's still here. But he went looking for it. And he's not going to find it. Okay, this is actually fun. Yeah, maybe I should like get a GoPro just so you guys can sit there and watch me play fetch with Lucky. The thing is, when I go to like the park and stuff, and there are other dogs there, he won't actually bring the ball back. He went looking for it again. I didn't throw it. Silly dog. Well, I didn't throw it yet. I should probably be careful how I just throw it in my living room and stuff, but he's taken everything off the whatchamacallit table anyway. You know how my coffee table is usually filled with books? My coffee table is no longer filled with books. You'll never guess why. Never. And there are 0 bite marks on my books. 0. And I am a liar. Now he's got a different ball, I think. Lucky, that's a different ball. No, it is the same ball. You caught it? Wow. I didn't think you would catch it. I guess this is more important than Iran, or my views on Iran. I guess.
What's happening with Iran? What's going on over there?
The United States and Israel are bombing it a lot.
Hmm.
They're dropping millions and millions and millions of dollars of bombs onto Iran and causing billions and billions and billions of dollars in damage.
Well, that's not good.
This is how war works.
Mhm.
Like, it takes years to, like, I mean, we're not at the point of just making the rubble bounce, but I actually thought by now we would be at the point of making the rubble bounce. But apparently there's more things to bomb in Iran. So there you go. You didn't bring it back this time. I can't throw it if you don't bring it back. Are you even a tiny bit tired? So I took him to the dog park for like 3 hours yesterday, right? And I thought he would be tired. And we get home, he's not tired. He is king of the not tired golden doodles.
Don't look at me, man. I'm tired all the time.
Me too. So I've been using a CPAP,
Mm-hmm.
and so I got a Fitbit thingy.
Mhm.
It's a Garmin.
Mm-hmm.
And like I did a comparison of my sleep cycle without the CPAP and my sleep cycle with the CPAP. It's a very different sleep cycle. Very, very different.
But do you
But
feel more well vested and all that jazz? Or?
I do, except for the fact that I'm waking up in the middle of the night a bunch, including like at one point in the night, which I don't remember, I will take off the mask and go back to sleep.
Mm. Don't want me. I don't know how sleep works.
So apparently there's 3 different types of sleep stages: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM.
Mm-hmm.
And I get a lot less REM sleep without the CPAP than I do with the CPAP. And apparently REM sleep is important. So I don't know how I've been doing without, I guess, enough REM sleep. But yeah, it's tough. Supposedly after a few weeks you get used to it and you just sleep through the night. But we'll see. I used to sleep like the dead. Without the CPAP, I still sleep like the dead. But like, apparently, having oxygen go to my brain means that I wake up more during the night because my oxygen-starved brain isn't like shutting down, and I'm not sure if that's good or bad. But can you imagine how many brain cells I've lost to low oxygen? It can't be 0.
It's okay. You don't need them.
Brain cells, yeah.
Yeah.
If I needed them, God would have let me keep them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, REM. Bad band? You didn't like REM? How can you not like REM? When I was in high school, REM was all the rage. Hmm.
Oh boy. So what's up with all the guys in LA?
With all the guys in LA?
Yeah. Huh?
Well, um, a bunch of them, Lucky, be good. Um, well, a bunch of them live in this apartment you may have been to once or twice.
Uh-huh.
And they do this estuary thing kind of sometimes, but not always. Um, yeah. I should probably buy this, shouldn't I? Mm, why? What's going on in the land of make believe?
Yeah, and
You do live like right next to Disneyland. You did know that, right? You were aware of that?
you mean in LA or right now in Irvine or what?
Well, yeah, Disneyland is not in LA. You may have noticed.
I don't know where it is. I haven't. And it's
You don't know where Disneyland
I
is.
don't. I try to stay away from that place. God forsaken.
Well, I mean, it is a godforsaken place. That is actually true. Yeah, yeah.
A bunch of my coworkers say they like working at Disney. As long as you can pass the drug test, you make a good wage and have consistent hours, and the work isn't too bad. So
Hmm.
what do I know? I'm just a C-dub.
You're just a what?
CW.
What is a
I'm
CW?
I'm one step down from an apprentice.
Once, like, what does CW stand for?
Construction wireman.
Construction wireman.
Hmm.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
How long have you been a construction wireman?
8 months, something like that.
Stop complaining constantly. Stop. Are you listening? I don't know what he does when I'm not home, other than wreck the place. He can't just complain, though. So, did they end up hiring a bunch of new construction wiremen after they did their the big layoffs, or no?
Um, at South Coast Plaza, no, I don't think so. We're
So, in
they
some
just
professions, it's one of the things you do is you every once in a while you have layoffs so you can get rid of all the bad employees and then you hire a bunch more. But it doesn't
yeah,
sound
they
like
got
that's
rid
what
of a
you're
bunch
doing.
of they got rid of a bunch of bad employees, but as a whatever first year, you're kind of protected by a whole, oh, he doesn't know shit.
Interesting.
um But yeah, I mean, the main thing is that the project manager hasn't been able to land jobs. Um,
Which is
Mostly,
surprising.
yeah, somewhat. I mean, you know, uh, these sorts of malls, they don't, they're consistent. It's pretty much the same thing. Oh, we need fancy lights and underground wiring and lots of panels. You'd think they'd have it down by then, but we're in general, being union, we tend to be on the higher end, so
Higher end of what?
of quality.
We love Doodles dematting comb at Amazon is the type you want. It has blades on it. Yeah, I have. But no, he needs a haircut. His fur is getting too long, and that's causing problems. In construction, they tend to dump employees after each job. In the union, it's considered good practice to leave a company after each job.
Yeah. I was talking to one of the guys on some sort of executive committee in the union.
Mhm.
And he was like, well, you've been there for 8 months. Have you asked for rotation? And I said, well, half the guys in my CDub class are unemployed. So yeah.
I'm not sure what that means.
So you don't want to get pigeonholed, especially when you're semi-apprentice and should be learning things. So, but in the union, you have good job security. So you're not really gonna get fired if you're not terrible. So it's good practice to, move around, get back on the books, and, get some actual experience doing different stuff.
Mhm.
But if the whole union is slow, then I'm sticking with the job I got now. I don't want to sit around at home.
Are you still learning stuff?
Yeah. It's this. A lot of it's just, you need to get experience.
Doing the same thing over and over again?
Somewhat. Like, for instance, bending pipe. You gotta, when you're running your wires all over the place, you gotta run this metal pipe that all the wires go in. And you gotta do it in a way that it misses all the plumbing and the HVAC and sits above the ceiling and doesn't make anyone too mad. And yeah, bending pipe, you just gotta do and do and do until you actually get good at it.
Is it the bending the pipe or the planning where the pipe should go around everything else? That's the trick you're trying to learn.
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
I see.
It's funny.
What's funny?
Once you can see it, you can't unsee it. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Now, anytime I like
See
go to a
poorly done
building and they
piping.
what?
See poorly done piping.
Oh
It
yeah, yeah.
sticks out at you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like wow, this is some.
I told you what happened when I took possession of my insurance store, right?
What happened?
So the previous tenant had been a garment, um, like it had been a garment store. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so he had put up a lot of lighting and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I go, I take possession and I go to see, like, okay, what's going on with the electricity, right? And the AC unit was elevated, and the instead of being plugged in, it was like the cord was on top of the AC unit. So I finally get a stool or something to go up there, and I go and I take the cord, and not only was it not attached to the AC unit, it had scorch marks on it because it had blown up.
Oh boy.
And I told the owner of the building, like, okay, I don't know what's going on with the electricity. You need to fix it, right? He he brings somebody in to fix the electricity, right? And the guy tells me, "Oh, right. So apparently somebody decided to rewire the entire place without knowing what they're doing." So there were two sets of wires. The original wiring, which had been what do you call it? Bypassed. And then a new set of wiring that somebody had janked up in the entire building with. And apparently they like so there was a dedicated thing for the AC unit, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But they had apparently replaced that, and that's why the AC unit had blown up. Like the unit itself was fine, but like the wire was like literally like detached and scorched.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
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 So don't do that.
Mm-hmm. What can I say? What can I say? All sorts of funny people. I'm not gonna cause an electrical fire. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. How can I cause an electrical fire if I don't know what it is?
Oh boy.
Okay, Lucky, you're having too much fun. Why are so many people watching this? There's like a dozen people watching this. It's like,
We're
don't
just
you have better things to do with your lives, people? Apparently not.
There's a lady at church that wants me to plan some sort of activity for the boys.
You should do that.
I'm kind of wondering what to do.
You can take them shooting. That's a good um, Christian activity.
Yeah,
You
I'm sure.
can take them line dancing.
Mm,
That's a good Christian activity.
mm.
Um, you would not believe how many times I have seen Coptic priests playing volleyball at the beach. It's at least twice.
Mm.
It's kind of weird when you see like somebody in a habit playing volleyball. Let's see, what else could you do? You could visit the elderly.
No, we're not doing that.
You're
I,
definitely not doing that. Okay.
we're gonna spare the elderly on that one.
Okay.
They're third grade.
You could go on a hike. Hikes are always fun.
Mm-hmm.
You could, I don't know, ask AI. AI will tell you.
It was, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What did AI tell you?
I haven't asked. Let me check. All right, Grok.
Lucky, can you please stop? You have infinite toys, but you will only play with them if I'm holding them. Why is that? Who's Babish and why is Babish ranking foods?
I don't know. I try to stay away from that side of YouTube. I don't, but I try to.
You have bad breath, Lucky.
Blah 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 blah. Dodgeball. We could do dodgeball.
Could do
Kickball. We
dodgeball.
could do.
You could learn to play cricket.
No. There are some things I'm proud of having never done.
Cricket is one of them. Don says, don't know his origin story, but he popped up in my feed recently and can be entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
He's having way too much fun. Lucky, not Babish. Did you actually go to church today?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you have work?
I
When
was,
do you have to be at work?
Tonight? It's Sunday night, ain't it? Yeah,
It is Sunday night.
I've maybe worked Sunday twice in my life. Yeah.
In your entire life? Or you mean your whatchamacallit life? Your
My
electrician life.
my employed life.
Aha.
I worked at Chick-fil-A.
Oh, right. They don't work on Sunday, do they?
So no.
Lucky, go play with somebody else. Except you don't have anybody else to play with. This is why I took you to the dog park. Yeah.
Where's my list? I can finally make a passable head.
You can finally make a what?
A passable, what they call a wire pulling head. So you run this pipe, and then you gotta get the wires from one end to another. You know,
Okay.
what ends up happening is you run a string through the pipe, and then you attach the wire to your string, and then you pull the wire.
Okay.
And it's a whole thing. These runs, they can be long as hell, they can be short as hell. And you kind of, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised you guys aren't using like I don't know, little, you know, automated things to run through, like.
Sometimes we do, especially if the wires, if we're running feeders, like real heavy wire. But you know, everything's cramped and takes time to set up, and there's always, oh, the company provided half broken tools, because of course they did. And yeah, it's always a thing. So
You will never guess what this is.
oh, that's like a mammoth bone or whatever.
It's an ostrich bone.
Ostrich bone. Holy.
Yep, $16 at Costco. Lucky really likes it, but apparently only if I hold it, because he loves playing with his toys while I am holding them. But otherwise, yeah. So you were saying you've learned to do this great thing of running wires through pipe.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. It's great. It's a wonderful feeling.
You are now an accomplished construction worker.
Yes, sir. Life is good. My back hurts like hell. I spent the past 2 days trying to cracking it, not cracking it enough. You know, making up for it by a bunch of colorful language and going from there.
I don't trust chiropractors at all.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me why.
Well, I mean, if you look into their history, like, it's completely ascientific. Like, it is totally not scientific. Like, a lot of the theory that chiropractic is based on is just not scientific at all. It's not Western medicine, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And we know the Chinese never did anything right.
One of my friends who's trying to go to med school for neuroscience, or be a neurosurgeon or whatever, says, like, yeah, every other case is, oh, I cracked my back and a bunch of cartilage severed my spine.
Yep. Yeah. Chiropractors can do a lot of damage.
You know, we get our health insurance gives us 6 free sessions a year.
Do you know why it's 6 sessions as opposed to unlimited? Because people like it and demand it, but it's not real medicine. Although I have to say, there was a time I was coughing for a long time, and I used to rent a room from a family where the father of the house was when I was in college. The father of the house was a chiropractor, and he's like, "Here, I'll fix your cough." I was like,
No, if it works like that.
So I let him do that, and he fixed my cough by cracking my back. And I was like, whoa.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. And he had this whole explanation about how your body becomes like accustomed to coughing thing, and the adjustment like undoes it. I don't know. But I wasn't coughing. So what can I say?
Mm-hmm. Don't look at me.
I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at Lucky chewing on this ostrich bone and wondering why I have to hold it for him to chew on it. But
My dog.
apparently I do.
Mhm.
But he's having a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. My dog is very entitled. You start there, and the instant you stop, she starts barking. You know, she's not very formidable. You know, she's lying down, sometimes upside down, and she starts, going off. And I'm like,
You know what's funny? My mom still every once in a while says, you should give Shadow away. It's like, Mom, I'm not giving Shadow away. Once I said to her, Mom, if I can find somebody who will take care of you, I'll give you away. And if they do a good job, I might ask them to take care of Shadow sometimes.
oh yeah.
Yeah, my mom really does not like cats.
What about dogs?
Well, she didn't like dogs. She was, in fact, very afraid of dogs. But, I mean, when I ended up getting dogs and my sister got a dog, like now my mom like totally like she even wants her own dog and my dad is opposed to it. Like if it wasn't because of my dad, my mom would get a dog.
Yeah.
It's illegal in Iran to
Yep.
bring a dog inside the house.
Yep. All these Muslim countries hate dogs.
No, actually, most Iranians don't hate dogs. It's the stupid,
It's the state. Yeah.
yeah, morality police, which is opposed to dogs. Hey, Andre, how you doing? How are things down under? Oh, Andre, this is imported from Australia. I literally have something from Australia in my hand as we speak. I have no idea why I'm holding it. Well, I have an idea why I'm holding it, but Yeah, I think it's an emu bone, maybe. Or
Mm.
is it an ostrich bone? Yeah, I think it's an emu bone.
Mm.
You know, the emus won a war against the Australians.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a mark of shame.
I don't know if it's a mark of shame.
Yeah. Stingray got Steve Irwin, right? All these Australians, they keep dying off to the wilderness. Guess that's why they
Well,
stick to the coast. Huh? Anytime something bad happens, they can just flee to the ocean.
I want to visit Australia. There's a lot of places I want to visit.
Mm.
It's almost April. Can you believe it?
Uh-huh.
Emu thigh bone, yes. Like how the U.S. lost the war on drugs, or was there battalions and such? You should look it up. It was interesting.
A couple of my coworkers joined on the side of drugs.
So when I was in high school, all the drug dealers would wear their Dare shirts to advertise that they were selling drugs.
What can I say?
Hello, Grant Tuck. I found your channel from Father Stephen DeYoung clips and really enjoying your channel so far. Well, I mean, yes,
You're becoming
Andrew, what did you mean? Don't become a good YouTuber, huh? Huh? What does that mean?
Despite my greatest efforts, you are becoming
I have to say, the Clips channel is a much better version of my channel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and like he gets a lot more whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
He gets a lot more views than I do. I mean, yeah, to some extent it's like, hey, like your channel's so much larger than mine and all your content is just from my channel. Yeah. I hope he's making good money.
I doubt it. It's YouTube.
He should donate to Fountain of Comfort, though. Lucky, why don't you play with your toys when I'm not holding them? Huh? Is there a reason for that?
It's no fun playing by yourself.
I can't hear you.
It's no fun playing by yourself.
It's no fun playing by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess.
You hear Professor Scott is writing a new book on Phyla?
He is?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he's at 300 pages now.
He should come on my channel and try to sell it.
Good luck with it.
I don't know why he won't come on my channel, but he
He's
won't.
a very nervous person, I think. Camera shy.
Yeah, he won't even come to Estuary.
Really?
I don't think he's ever been to Estuary.
I don't know what that's for.
We've invited him several times.
Don't look at me. You can tell him, I don't know, you get figures of all sorts over there.
I'm guessing you have to work Tuesday?
Yeah.
Don says Lucky feels the same about playing by himself as you do about monologuing on your stream.
Ah.
Yeah, I used to do more rants and stuff. People liked my rants sometimes.
Oh yeah, dude. If it had a photo of Christ crucified on the thumbnail, perfect.
I've thought of doing some of those again,
Mm.
but like I've just been too busy.
Hmm.
We'll see what
I don't
happens once I graduate. What?
To answer Andre's question, I don't have a YouTube. I probably won't. I have a few ideas of what I would do with YouTube, but I probably won't. It's not good for you. Yeah.
Are you done?
Ah.
I think he's done.
Ah.
Even with me holding it, he's done playing with it. Nope, he's back to playing with it.
Yeah. Oh, look at me.
I have no idea why there's like 14 people watching this.
We're riveting, man. We're riveting. What can I say?
Apparently. Probably one of them's my parents. They're like, what's he up to?
Dun dun dun.
Actually, my parents don't watch much of my stuff. Are you done? Brian says, I am trying to do a nonprofit thing where I am. Very nice. Dolly Parton Imagination Library thing locally. I have no idea what that is. But hopefully it's a good thing.
How about you? How's work? How's life?
It's going. Things are busy. I'm almost done. I'm gonna be done May 9th,
Mm.
which is why it's so weird. It's gonna be April soon.
Hmm.
When's April? April is
What, 3 days? 3 days?
Wednesday. Oh, it's gonna be Passover Wednesday night. Oy.
Oh, fools?
Yep, Wednesday night is Passover. Wednesday and Thursday.
Dun dun dun.
Yep.
Yeah.
What was my Mimuna again? Mimuna Day. Mimuna is a traditional Maghrebi Jewish celebration dinner. Oh, it's after Passover. Okay. Oh, okay. That's. I'm looking at my Google Calendar, and for some reason it has Mimuna,
Hmm.
which is funny and weird. Okay. Anyway. I gotta do my taxes, huh? April is a bitch. sometimes. I will be done with my degree in May. Yes, Passover is Pesach. Okay, people, I am going to give you guys 5 minutes, and unless somebody jumps on or has something interesting to ask, no, of course I haven't done my taxes.
I'm
I
not
usually
interested.
end up doing my taxes in November. What do you want to ask, Andrew?
No, I got nothing.
You got nothing.
I got nothing.
I mean, a bunch of people joined my channel for the Iran updates, but there hasn't been a lot of news, and it's like, what am I going to sit here and say? Andrew, what is your position? He's a construction worker
Yep.
in the Coptic church.
Yep. It's wonderful. All these white collar folks, they have no idea what to do with me.
Why do they need to do anything with you?
I don't know.
Nope. Okay, people. Let's do the short outro. Of course, Yoav shows up the minute I am winding down. Yoav, מה שלומך? You can't talk because your wife will kill you, right? I get it. Is she still asleep? Aha. And she's wondering what you're doing up online. So you want to type some stuff? So what do you like?
Okay, just saying hello.
You're just saying hello.
Yeah, I mean, what can I say? It's been a quiet night.
That's
no
good.
No alarm tonight. No alarms last night. Some alarms in the middle of the days, like 2 or 3 alarms in the middle of the days. I've hit a rubbish processing plant in the south, which they're very proud about. Small fire. No harmful substances released.
Okay. I mean, apparently Iran is getting targeting data from China.
Yeah, of course, but I don't think you need targeting data for a rubbish processing plant that has been there for years. It's not. They haven't hit any critical infrastructure whatsoever. No important industry whatsoever. No army camp whatsoever.
Yeah, no military target whatsoever.
Yeah.
But they pride themselves on the fact that it got all the way to Israel.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Iranians can't. The Houthis failed. They tried to get to Eilat, and one they sort of dropped on the way. And I think the fact that the Houthis are joining is a good sign. I mean,
It is?
It means that they have maxed out the other capabilities and they are clutching at straws. That's a way to look at it. So one poor chap was killed yesterday. I mean, he was guarding a previously hit site. There's a site that was hit at the beginning of the war, and the building was destroyed. And they put a guard on the building to make sure there is no looting.
Okay.
And the poor guard, they hit him with a cluster bomb in the end of the war.
Oh wow. Wow.
So it's all full of stories like that, of individual tragedies. The big war is with Lebanon. I mean, everybody talking about Iran. The big fighting is with Lebanon.
Is Israel going to attack with
Oh, we're
ground?
there. We're there.
You already invaded with ground troops? I didn't even hear about it.
Yeah, I'm saying you didn't get. I mean, getting stuff about a casualty a day in that fight. We are very well in. I mean, nobody tells us how far in, and people are complaining not too much far in, but we are in.
What's the Lebanese government saying?
Oh, that the situation is awful and it shouldn't continue.
Okay.
And they actually made some steps. I mean, they rejected the Iranian ambassador. They
Yeah, a bunch of countries have done that, not just.
yeah, but Lebanon is Lebanon, and they terminated the stay of all the Iranian nationals. Let all Iranian nationals out of the country, and they outlaw the Hezbollah. And I mean, as tough of a diplomatic reaction as they could have done, but they absolutely have no power. And meanwhile, there's about I don't know, 1 million order of magnitude Lebanese citizens that have been evacuated.
Yeah, the
Because
general refugees.
Yeah, last time around we evacuated our citizens from the region of the border. This time we thought it was their turn.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's hard going, and the question is, okay, you do it, and what's the lasting effect going to be? Like, Israel isn't going to do it over and over and over again.
Well, I cannot say what the future will bring, but the thought is just to this time eradicate Hezbollah altogether and establish a new border that is more natural along one of the rivers. The river crossing
You think
east-west.
Israel is going to annex more land?
At least the threat is. I don't know how it's going to develop, but I mean, we're blowing the bridges, we're evacuating the population, we're putting troops in. We are making a good show of really seriously meaning it.
Huh.
But then, Ninchevich says the threat is always stronger than the execution.
Yeah. Interesting. I haven't even been paying attention on it to the Lebanon front. What's this I hear? So I listened to Iranian regime sources, and they are talking about Israel and Egypt getting into a fight. Is there anything going on with Egypt?
Not while America is in the Middle East. I mean, Egypt is totally dependent on America. Egypt used to get half its grain from Ukraine. I don't think it's been going there for 2 years now. Egypt is having trouble with Ethiopia. They're blocking the Nile.
Mhm.
I definitely think that a stronger, more confident Egypt would have stirred some trouble at one day or another, but that's not a situation there at the moment. So somebody's supplying grain to Egypt, and it's not China.
Who is it?
I really don't know, but I don't have too many options.
Yeah.
I mean, the Black Sea is completely a war zone, so it cannot come from Russia.
Russia, uh-huh. Yeah, Iran is going to be having grain issues, wheat issues probably soon, because they don't produce enough wheat for their own population. But now with the drought, it's going to be even worse. So
Well, nobody does except the USA and Canada.
really, I
don't know off the top of my head, but who in the world produces grain? Used to be the Ukraine.
I honestly have zero idea. Not an area of even like I never even thought about who produces grain or not in the world.
Yeah.
Does it take a lot of water?
Relatively not. It takes a lot of land.
Mm-hmm.
A
Yeah.
lot of land.
Good land. Yeah, it has to be good land. Yeah.
That was the point that I was making earlier today in the broadcast. The world was, even before this flaring in the Middle East, the world was doing its best to starve itself for years now. Of grain, of oil, of gas. I'm sure everybody will. I mean, most people will blame the Jews now, and the minority will blame the Arabs. But things have been going on for years now. People really were trying to best to kill as most people as they can.
Does India provide itself with? I think they're a net exporter of food, aren't they? Rice?
Could be by now, yes. That's a possibility, but not a great amount.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, then we started to talk about rice. I mean, it was exporting rice. That's and I'm sure there's an oil component in exporting rice. And Asia is running off diesel. Australia is running out of diesel. Everybody's coming on. I can go back to sleep.
It's Andrew and his twin.
We come as a duo.
So I can let the new generation move on, and I was keeping the flame for a few minutes. Nick, what did you want to talk about?
I just came to listen.
Okay.
Wrong answer.
Questions.
Wrong answer. Say something different.
Have you guys heard of the Netanyahu conspiracies?
that he's dead? Yes.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Netanyahu thinks it's absolutely hilarious to troll people, and he thinks it'll win him votes among the young people in Israel, and it will, because the more he is in the news, the better.
Yeah, like Trump said, like any attention is good attention, something like that.
Especially when you're Bibi Netanyahu. Which reminds me, Yoav, you heard about the whole dust up with Cardinal Pizzaballa?
No.
This was a huge thing today. So Cardinal Pizzaballa apparently tried to go to the, I think, Church of the Holy Sepulchre to celebrate Palm Sunday Mass. Well, it's closed along with everything else on the Temple Mount. And they didn't let him go to the church. And people got upset, including Mike Huckabee on Twitter. And lots of people started yelling anti-Christianity, like this is whatchamacallit, this is discrimination against Christians. What's that? What this, that, the other thing, and it was a whole dust up. And Bibi tweeted, "As soon as I found out, I have instructed that Cardinal Pizzaballa can go wherever he wants, and while we don't recommend it and it's not safe, he can go if he wants." So yeah.
Okay, so the cardinal got himself good press.
The Cardinal definitely got himself got himself some whatchamacallit, new fans, people who are happy with him. Not sure there's a lot of Jews who are happy with him, but I think ultimately, like, a fight with Pizzaballa might be something Bibi thinks plays well for politics. What do you think?
Bibi has a lot on his plate. He really didn't know about this event because I think he's otherwise engaged nowadays.
Quite likely he didn't know about it. Yeah, this is what gets me. Like, if Cardinal Pizzaballa wanted to have mass in that church, like, doesn't he have a straight line to Bibi? I would think he does.
No, I don't know. Why would he? I mean, I never heard of the name before.
Cardinal Pizzaballa is the head Catholic in charge of the Catholic Church in Eretz Yisrael.
Yes, which is one of the 10 denominations of Christians we have in Israel. And
yeah, but he's the head of one of the entire denominations. And
Catholic denomination.
Yeah.
Not including the Anglican or the Ethiopians or the Egyptians or the Greek Orthodox or the Russian Orthodox or the Ukrainian Orthodox.
Okay, but none of those other ones have a billion members worldwide.
Yeah, the Catholic Church is the biggest denomination in the world.
They are all invited here after the war to have their mass in the Holy Church. And bring lots of money with you because the pizza here is very expensive.
They have money. Don't worry about that.
Everybody makes fun of Cardinal Pizzaballa's name. Everybody.
Yeah, and as to Bibi, a point of religion, we have to bury our dead within 24 hours.
Yeah.
So if Bibi is dead, you will hear about it within 24 hours.
Okay. I'm not sure what you're saying.
All conspiracy theories.
Oh, if Bibi is dead. Oh, yeah, the conspiracy theory. Yes, so that's Yeah, definitely. So Iran still hasn't buried Khamenei. Like that would never happen with, well, maybe in the middle of a war, I guess, maybe. But like, yeah, no. If Bibi was dead, you definitely would have heard it. But I don't know if you heard, Yoav. Gilad heard me and Chazi saying there would be people dancing in the streets. And he was very offended by the idea that people from the left would dance in the streets, even if Bibi was killed.
So try not to offend him next time. People will make rhythmical movements to the sound of music.
He doesn't think they would go that far.
Most
do.
of them not.
Yeah.
Mike Lott will.
Yeah, you think so? Okay.
Is Bibi even like a real Jew?
He's definitely Jewish.
Like
But-
ethnically, maybe. Like practicing?
He's not practicing. I mean, he's about as practicing as Joe Biden was a Catholic.
Gotcha.
Let's say he's exactly the middle of the road. He practices exactly like the median citizen in the state.
Yeah. He if Trump is a Christian, Bibi Netanyahu is definitely Jewish.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, that's the reality of the state of religion. This is what most people are.
So he's divisive even within Israel?
No. Israel is divisive within Israel. Bibi is just a person who can survive in an atmosphere of divisiveness.
Yeah. He
Well-
he is a politician who's been able to actually survive Israeli politics.
Yes, a lot of good people gave up.
Yeah.
A lot of people ended in jail, and he managed to neither get himself into jail and nor give up.
Yet.
Well, we're living in the edge of decay. There will be a day after Bibi, one day.
There will be, but like Israeli prime ministers have I don't know if prime ministers, but Israeli politicians have a high rate of ending up in jail. Let's put it that way.
Yes, this is what I'm saying. It's a tough job not to end up in jail. It takes a talent.
Andrew, I have no idea what you're trying to say with your shirt.
I'm not. Don't worry about it. I have a rather broad question.
What is your
How many explicitly religious political factions are there in Israel?
Oh, shall I count them?
Okay,
Yes.
I actually, okay. So this is how I recommend that that people in the United States look at. Let me pull this up. I think this is actually a good way to try to understand both Israeli politics and like the political groupings. So there are 120 seats in the Knesset. Okay, so 60 seats. Really, it's 60, not 61. Okay, and United Torah Judaism is now in the opposition. Is this current?
Who is in opposition?
UTJ. It's Degel HaTorah and Agudat Yisrael?
They left and jumped the door behind them, although maybe the issue of recruiting to the army.
Oh, okay.
But
But Shas-
that is in name only.
okay.
That was completely theatrical.
Okay. Okay. So this is 120 seats. Okay. So Likud, that is Bibi's party, and they were generally secular right wing people. That's what Likud historically has been. Okay. They have a small following among Israeli Muslims that are like have assimilated into being Israeli, but not a huge amount. Shas is a explicitly religious party. A lot of its voters are Mizrahi Jews who are traditional but not necessarily religiously observant. So, like, I would be probably probably a Shas voter. But it's an ethnic religious party for Jews from Middle Eastern countries. Okay. There's the religious Zionist party. That's Mafdal, right? Was it Tekuma? So these are
I don't recognize the name. Mafdal is dead.
Mafdal.
Mafdal is dead. Kuma is also a name that we don't use anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're
So
referring
what do they call themselves these days? Hatzionut Hadatit. But this is
Okay.
Bezalel Smotrich.
Okay. Oh yes, it must be Smotrich. Yes.
Apparently it's Smotrich. That's what it says.
Yes. It is.
But I thought he was Otzma Yehudit.
They split. We are Jews.
Oh, Otzma Yehudit split into two. Okay. There are 13 seats for the Zionists. God have mercy on our souls. How did the Zionists end up with 13 seats?
In the land of Zion, beats me.
These are the religious Zionists. So these are the two parties that supposedly are kind of Chezi aligned. New Hope, I have no idea what New Hope is.
Why are you surprised that they have so many seats?
What'd you ask?
Why are you surprised that they have so many seats?
The religious Zionists traditionally had 2, 3, 4 seats. They sometimes failed to have any seats. Religious Zionism used to not be a thing, but they.
But I told you, Mafdal has died.
Yeah.
So somebody has to take the place. Who's in leading New Hope?
Gideon Sar, Tikva
Okay.
Chadasha.
So he's
Split from Likud. Okay.
no, he split from the Likud to the opposition.
Yeah.
On the background of personal disputes with Bibi Netanyahu,
Okay.
and now he's back to the motherland.
Okay. So basically, it's Likud lights. Okay.
No, it's Likud people who could not stand Bibi Netanyahu, but now they have no choice.
Okay. Yesh Atid is probably. I mean, this is Yair Lapid's party. This is probably what Labor used to be, but Labor's dead. So
is Yesh Atid. I mean, this is the situation in the current Knesset.
They have 24 seats.
Yeah, I think it's about down to 4 nowadays, but it is the. I mean, it's the same voting bloc that changes leader all the time.
Yeah.
So okay, so Lapid's star is falling. Other people are trying to replace him.
I have zero idea what Blue and White Israel Resilience Party is.
Again, okay.
It's Benny Gantz's party.
Benny Gantz is below threshold. He's in the single percent nowadays.
Okay. Yeah, this new election is going to be interesting.
Yeah, but I
UT
mean,
Yeah.
it's not important. The names. I mean, this all name. The names of the parties are all new. They change their names every election cycle, and they change the leader every election cycle. The only constant of the Israeli politics are the religious parties and Bibi.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. United Torah Judaism is an alliance of Agudat Israel is the Hasidic ultra-Orthodox Ashkenazi party, and Degel HaTorah is the Litvish, the Lithuanian, not Hasidic, Ashkenazi party. Israel Beitenu is still a bunch of Russian immigrants. Yeah.
Mainly, the core is Russian immigrants. In terms of politics, they are just like the Likud. They have no distinction between them and the Likud, except that they really, really hate Bibi Netanyahu.
Okay. Is it? This was Natan Sharansky's party, right?
Yeah, but he's not in the politics now.
Uh-huh. Avigdor Lieberman. Okay.
And Avigdor Lieberman has escaped prison by the skin of his teeth. And he's
What else is new?
just no. I put it otherwise. He's completely innocent. Otherwise, he would have been in jail. But he's so frightened of the judicial system that he does not dare to go back to the coalition.
Okay, the next three parties.
He doesn't want to endure another 10 years of judicial torture.
Okay. So the next three parties are Arab parties. They're not Jewish parties. And some of them are communists. Some of them are explicitly anti-Zionist. Some of them are kind of, sort of, okay, we don't want to kill all the Jews.
Only most of them.
None of them want to kill the Jews. Are you sure? Even Tal?
No, okay, I shouldn't speak with them. I'm sorry. I take it back. I have not consulted with them. I should not speak with them.
Anyway, so they have a total of 10 seats. This is kind of
that is a constant. That is a constant.
Yeah, it is.
Now Labour has changed their name. Now they're called the Democrats.
And they have 4 seats. I can't believe, if you had told me 20 years ago I would see a Knesset where Labour had 4 seats, I wouldn't have believed
Not Labour, the Democrats. If you can tell me that the Senate will hold 4 Democrat seats, you will never believe it.
And what's Noam?
Left-wing religious.
Left-wing religious. Okay. But this says is far-right fundamentalist and semi-theocratic Orthodox.
So
What?
No, cannot be.
Avi Maoz. Who's Avi Maoz?
Look, with a name like Noam, you cannot be far right, yeah?
Wikipedia says he's far right.
How can you be with the name like Noam? It just doesn't.
Let's see. What are his views? He lives in Jerusalem and has 10 children.
Yeah, he's religious, extremely religious, yes. But what is he doing in the opposition?
I don't know. Zero idea. I have never heard of this Avigdor Maoz before. Anyway,
Yeah, I mean, it's
he
nobody.
must have split off another list, right?
It's the last remnants of the Mafdal. Mafdal was left-wing religious, and
Okay.
that is just the extreme splinter of Mafdal. That's what I think it is.
I mean, I'm just wondering how he got. Yeah. So he got elected as part of Religious Zionist Party, and then he ended up whatchamacallit. He ended up splitting off.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's your tour of Israeli factions. And
Okay. The current
Bibi-
situation,
Yeah.
current situation is about 65 to. I mean, if elections were made today, about 65 to Bibi, 10 for the Arabs, and the rest for the left.
Okay.
We'll see what actually ends up being when is the election?
Not set, but it should be like October.
October. Thing I've been saying that Israel is not a hive mind, but a nation of many minorities and many backgrounds. This is definitely true. Hello, Adam. I am also Zionist in the sense that Israel is the only land in the world that Israeli can call a homeland and which has army to defend them. Basic right for most of the people, exemptions in jihad. I have no idea who you are, Arkmark.
Fine, but welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Hashem is wise and energies tend to balance. Both of those are true statements.
Optimal grip. What we call it here, optimal grip.
I wish the U.S. had that many parties to choose from, but we only have 2 bad options to choose from.
I honestly think if the Israeli system is going to be sane, the minimum to get elected needs to be 10. If you can't get 10 seats in Knesset, you shouldn't be allowed into the Knesset.
That other way around.
What?
Other way around. Israeli politics is insane, and therefore the minimum is lower.
Yes, you're right. It is insane, and that's why it is lower. But the minimum should be at least 10. Like out of 120 seats, if you can't get 10 seats, you should not be allowed to field a candidate. But yeah, more bad options won't help the U.S. But I mean, by looking at the Knesset, you can get a much better view of what the factions in Israel are like.
Yeah, and I just think the 2-party system's so dangerous because it creates such polarization where if you align with one side, then it feels like you have to align with everything they say, and then you're at complete war with the other side. And it's just like very, very toxic.
It wasn't like this 25 years ago.
Agreed.
I was 7 years old in 1967, and I had one of the first radio transistors next to my bed. And as I do now, I don't sleep. I put the radio on because there was no internet, no television. So I put the radio on, and I would listen to the only thing that would broadcast in 1967, and that was the only channel broadcasting from the Knesset, the deliberations. And I learned my Hebrew from the speeches in the Knesset. And that was extremely high, very well reasoned Hebrew And it's part of my education. And it doesn't happen anymore. Nowhere.
Yeah, it seems like just societies as a whole have been kind of declining in wisdom and reason and all that.
Yeah, every generation is lesser than the previous one. Yeah, Jacob will tell you that.
Yeridat Hadorot,
Yeah, present company excluded.
there is a sense in which that is true. Although I have to say, Rabbi Burton kind of surprisingly he's not a fan of the concept of Yeridat Hadorot. It is the idea that each generation, in at least some sense, is lower spiritually is definitely something we do say, but yeah, that has to be tempered. I have to say, a lot of people imagine that things are a lot worse than they used to be because now we have so much more information about all the corruption and stuff. It's not that the corruption didn't exist 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago. We had more corruption 60 years ago than we have now. It's just that it's so much more obvious.
Yeah, I agree. I think it can be easy to be
Corruption in Israel has shifted. It used to be that you embezzled the money and gave it to the party. And now you embezzle the money and give it to your family. That's what has changed in Israel over the last 70 years.
We have 7 in Finland and 255 seats. They have so large blocks that they control what you vote, or you are a block of 1. So important matters get done, and the rest goes like a Soviet Union 30, 40 years ago.
Okay, so now we know that Arkmark is from Finland.
We do.
This is the TLC. By the end of the day, we'll know the name of your wife, the number of your children, and we'll start nagging them to marry.
After 2 hours of talking to Confluence, I still don't know his real name.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've seen that on a bunch of different channels lately talking about politics and all that stuff.
Me? I used to actually go on the Muslim Dawa channels and stuff. But when October 7th happened, that kind of went dead. Yeah, I like going on other channels. I used to do more of that, and I used to invite more people onto my channel than I have been. I've just been kind of busy with stuff, including that puppy.
Mhm.
Imagine me trying to catch some sleep since 4 o'clock in the morning with this noise.
Oh, I would not mind if it was just a squeaky toy. Usually, he's not busy with one of his toys. He generally will only play with his toys if I play with him with that toy. Yeah. Apparently, the toys aren't animated enough by themselves. Yeah.
He wants a real connection.
Yeah.
Okay. I will another half an hour. I might catch some sleep, so I must bid you farewell. And we'll meet you in the next very wise analysis of the state of the Middle East.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did our 2 hours. Was there anything specific you wanted to talk about, Nick?
Not really. I haven't been doing too much theology. Been reading some fiction and watching a bunch of movies lately. So yeah, nothing on the forefront of my mind.
How's your girlfriend?
No girlfriend.
Why no girlfriend?
Oh man, if only it was that easy. If only it was that easy.
You have to ask girls out.
Yes, I don't know if I'm too picky or what, but
Yes.
it's just yeah, it's hard. It's hard to find someone that I'm like infatuated with, I guess. But yeah, I
You
definitely
don't need, okay, this idea, romantic idea of the perfect person, like no. You need to find somebody who can be the mother of your children.
that you also want to spend time with.
No, you just want to have sex with her.
And love her as a person. Because I personally,
You'll learn to do that.
honestly, it probably goes the other way. Because I mean, like sex, it's only good for so long, and then it gets boring after a while, and then you're stuck with someone who you don't like being around.
Ixnan says, "Don't get infatuated. Just talk to girls." I agree.
Yeah. I recently watched Fight Club. I don't know if you've seen it, and a big theme in Fight Club was how men are losing their masculinity nowadays, which is definitely true. Definitely true.
I mean, when I was at the dog park, there was a guy there with a girl, and I'm like, "So when are you gonna ask her to marry you?" And she flashed the ring, and they said they're getting married December 10th, and it was like, "That's my man. That's my man."
Good for them.
Yeah, like there are people who are actually stepping up and like pairing up 2 by 2, getting married, being real human beings.
I mean, I'm 21. Give me some slack.
You're only 3 years late to get married.
That's funny. Yeah, I heard Elon Musk say that like the greatest danger to humanity is,
Depopulation.
yeah, how humanity's gonna die in adult diapers. That's how the human race is gonna go out. Not nuclear bombs, but old people dying.
I think so. We used to have this idea that like you graduate college and you get married. Now we have this idea of you get to your 30s and then you get married, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, you have to like establish yourself
Yeah, that's
here and then get married. Yeah.
yeah, and it's just a bad idea. It's a terrible, terrible idea. Shadow doesn't like it.
Yeah, but if you're not established, then you have to worry about will you be established in the future? What's the character of this person?
You will get established together.
Go
Yeah,
ahead
get
and
the answer
explain
for
that to a lady and a lady's parents.
You don't have to explain it to anybody.
All right, if you say so.
Yeah. Also, with women like wanting to become more career oriented nowadays, they're just getting married later, if getting married at all.
Okay, yeah, that's a real problem. But you're Eastern Orthodox, so like
There's not a lot of us in the U.S.
there's
make
like a million Ukrainian refugees who are Eastern Orthodox.
not where
Beautiful, beautiful women. Just go grab one.
I'm more into brunettes than blondes.
They have brunette Ukrainians.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I thought Ukrainians were just all blonde.
not all of them. There are
Okay.
definitely brunettes.
Gotcha.
Or you could
Oh,
go deeper
boy.
into Russia. It works. Import a wife. It's perfect.
If I get an Eastern European wife, then I feel like she's just gonna be on my ass all the time. Like I want someone that I can come and like cuddle with, not get yelled at for not doing the dishes or something.
See, no, that the job of a woman is to civilize you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like I have seen like this like shift towards the more like trad wife kind of lifestyle. Like last decade, it was very like left, like LGBTQ, like women's rights and all that, and now you're kind of seeing a shift the other direction. So maybe we'll see more younger marriages and all that kind of stuff.
I guess. I mean, I don't know how much of that shift is actually real. We'll see. But yeah. Okay, people. I am going to shut down the stream. Later.
وزیز سر سنگ عقابی به هوا خواست آن در طلب تو مهپر و بال بیاراست بر راستی بال نظر کرد و چنین گفت امروز همه روی جهان زیر پر ماست بر بال عقاب آمد آن تیر جگردوز عذب مرو را به سوی خاک فرو کاست چون نیک نگاه کرد و پر خویش برو دید گفت تازه که نالیم که از ماست که بر ماست از ماست که بر ماست از ماست که بر ماست
What are you still doing here? Oops, I forgot to end the stream.
Ah.